We're here in North Fort Myers, and you can still see what's left over from that deadly crash that FHP says happened here. You can see the reflectors are knocked down. There's even areas of spray paint where they have marked areas of this crash. And Shari and Ryan, when we're talking about these sorts of investigations of hit and runs, you know, they do take time. And, you know, there's even times that they have to go out and try to search for witnesses. Sometimes they have to go to auto body shops and ask if anybody's come in to try to have their cars fixed. You know, one of the scariest things, they say the longer of time it takes to investigate, the harder it is to find these suspects involved.
Pretty much all of these vehicles behind me are involved in a death investigation that's criminal. And that's tragic because we're always changing these out. We keep vehicles here through the appeals process of court proceedings.
Adding to that list is this blue truck currently at the Florida Highway Patrol impound lot as the possible hit and run truck involved in this week's deadly hit and run crash on US 41.
So they're more than just cars, they're people's lives. There's someone's son, someone's daughter, someone's parent, someone's child, and that's tragic.
Lieutenant Greg Bueno tells me a few hours after FHP released the description of the possible make and model involved, an individual came forward identifying themselves as possibly being involved.
It's all in our investigation. We were just made aware of this yesterday morning, and that is why if you're involved in a crash, it is so important, and it's the law, for you to stay on scene.
FHP says the suspected driver has also been identified. However, charges are pending, and this all remains under investigation right now. Meanwhile, people throughout the area also saying it's tragic.
That's too bad. That's a shame. Look at the traffic. There's quite a bit of it. You know, you'd have to be careful.
Right now, no other information is being released about this crash, especially when it comes to that male. They're still trying to identify next of kin. And again, when we're talking about the amount of hit and runs that happen here in our state of Florida, FHP says more than 100,000 hit and runs happen a year here in our state. This has been consecutively over the last 5 years. So they say it's so important if you see something to say something. And if you're involved in a crash, make sure you stay there on scene. Live here in North Fort Myers, Elise Chingari, Fox 4.